guys, welcome back to the channel. I got a comment the other day asking how you actually apply for a degree apprenticeship. I've talked about this in previous videos, but in this video I'm going to walk through how you actually apply and how I did my cover letter and CV to be successful at getting a degree apprenticeship. So without further ado, let's jump into the video. Let's do this. So the first thing we're going to do is find yourself a job. If you already know what you're interested in, just skip forward to the CV cover letter part and I'll teach you how to write those so you can use it to apply. Through websites we're going to use are GradCracker, Indeed, which I don't really recommend to actually apply on, but just to find the jobs, and Prospects, which is basically an advice platform and gives you resources on, applications for different things, so jobs, postgrads, and university anyway. So if we just quickly look at Prospects, you can use this search tool just to find, let's say, a skill-based CV. So let's just get that up. And then also you can use it to find job profiles. So if you're not sure what the actual job requires, this will give you like a better understanding before you actually go and research jobs to apply for. So it will just give you like responsibilities, salary, skills, what you can expect to develop over sort of your career in that field. So let's say here, the salary expectations, and then there's also skills like knowledge of computer systems technology. So that gives you like an overview of what you're actually getting yourself into. And then the skill-based CV is just a template that you'd use to highlight your skills. And this is probably the only CV I'd go for because it's not discussing anything that is not really relevant to the job. And to be honest, there's that many applications that when you apply for a job, a computer system probably filters through CVs and you just want to put keywords in there and then someone will review it and then tell you whether you're successful or not. Okay, so we'll get rid of that and we're now on GradCracker and Indeed. So let's say you're on Indeed, you could just type in degree apprenticeship and click find jobs, just like a Google search. And then from there, you can then just scroll through pages and pages, mind-numbingly, and then just filter whichever degree apprenticeship you're interested in. And it just gives you information like the salary, etc. And then you just click on one of those, so business degree apprenticeship, read a bit about the job, and if you click apply, it should send you to the website, or it will send you to this page, which is Indeed, and then you'd log in and apply from there. So again, I'd recommend not applying from Indeed because I just haven't had any success and I don't know of anyone who has. But if you go on the link and it sends you to the job or the company's website, sorry. So let's say this button here. Okay, that sends you to Indeed as well. Well, see, like it's really annoying on Indeed to even get to the website properly. So again, I probably wouldn't recommend using Indeed, but it's good for finding the job, and then maybe you can just type in, so let's say BT, Chartered Manager Degree Apprenticeship, on Google, and it should take you to that job, and then you can apply from there. So let's actually go on to GradCracker, which is the one that you want to use to find your degree apprenticeships. This is very useful for STEM degree apprenticeships or STEM careers. So even if you were a graduate and you wanted to apply for a graduate job, this is useful as well, or a university placement. But we're going to look at degree apprenticeships, so let's click on that. So from here you can then filter whatever job you're interested in. Let's say you're interested in technology, so just click on that. And then again, there's a few jobs, so there's 32 different employers and 135 degree apprenticeships. And then you can look through a hunt by employer, so if you're really interested in a particular employer like, I don't know, Barclays or Deutsche Bank, or let's say Rolls-Royce. Once you're on Rolls-Royce, you can then look through again, so supply and chain management. No, I really want like a technology one, so just keep scrolling through. Okay, software engineering, you click that, and then you can just have a look again. So the salary, the deadline, the location, what is actually offered. So the program is at University of Derby, and then what you'll do, what you'll need, so grades, and then what you'll get in terms of company benefits. And then at the bottom there, you can click apply online, and then that actually takes you to the Rolls-Royce website. So as you see on Indeed, it didn't take you there. and it's not really successful much on Indeed because I think just the number of applications. But if you go on the actual website, you can then apply directly to the company and you have better success rate there. So now that you're ready to apply, you can register on the company's website, click apply, put your information in, and then submit your CV and cover letter. If you haven't before, I'd recommend always submitting a CV and cover letter for whatever job you apply to, because it gives the employer context on why you're actually interested in the job and why you're suitable for the job. What I'm going to do now is go through CV and cover letter and what type of information goes in each one. So the CV will be covered from the template that we search for on Prospects. So what you want to do is just have a really short 1 page to 2 pages of just your relevant information for the job. So at the top, we've just got information about, my name, the address, number, and if you have a driving license, that would be useful for them to know, especially if you're coming straight just out of education. And then you just want a short bit of information describing, shortly what you're interested in and why you would be suitable for the job. A lot of people try and put something wordy in their CV and then it's just so verbose, there's no point really putting that much information because the machine's just going to read it anyway. So then you just put a short insert there, then you put your education, so let's say you got a bachelor's in maths from Tate University, or you did your GCSEs at Euphoria High School. So then you'd have your experience below, your skills and competencies, so relevant to the job, i.e. Python and MySQL, and then analytical thinking and problem solving, and then any awards that you've achieved in the past. So people do Duke of Edinburgh, I never did it, but there's that there. And let's say you got best programming project, you could put that there as well. And at the bottom you could just put your interests and hobbies. Mainly just put stuff about your education or whatever relevant experience, because that's all the algorithm is going to pick up, and put your keywords there from all the research you've done on the industry and the job role profile from Prospects. So this is my cover letter that I use for the job that I've got at the moment. I've blurred a few bits out, like previous company and my applying company, but you can then just filter in and put your company in there. So the intro is just quickly talking about how I was a chemical engineering graduate and got a new interest in data engineering, and that's basically why I was applying for the Degree Apprenticeship. So then you'd go straight into relating how your experience and your knowledge is relevant for this job. So if you see the green highlights, that just gives skills of, let's say, software competency, dedication to professional development, proactive mindset, working collaboratively. So those are just different skills that are relevant to the job. You then pick those top 3 and explain why, or top 4, however many you want, and explain why or how you've got this experience and why it's relevant to the job. So if we just use the first paragraph, I'll describe how you'd actually build a paragraph on that skill and how you basically sell yourself. So this first paragraph just talks about how I required a high level of computer literacy, particularly with Microsoft Office, and understanding computational software such as AutoCAD, ASPEN+. So in my degree I had to do some simulations with that software, and I just used that as an example of, okay, I did this, and then the second purple annotation, and it taught me how to navigate through numerous data windows, so basically multitasking, and then the last purple annotation, which will transfer directly to complying industrial regulations, blah, 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 blah. So overall in that paragraph, I've just said, I did this, which taught me how to do this, and this will transfer directly to this part of the job. And if someone was to read that, they'd just see straight away that you've got a methodical, logical way of thinking, say, okay, I've got the skill, and this is how it's going to help me. So you're already thinking, I'm going to be useful in this job because I can do this. And a lot of people might apply to a job and just say, well, I've got all these skills, but that doesn't really show that you know what you're about to commit to and that you're ready to contribute to this type of you're ready to give this type of contribution to that job. And the cover letter shows that you've got that understanding of what you're actually getting yourself into, what skills you've got, and that you're actually competent. And this gives you good practice pre-interview, because you're going to write this so many times, let's say 5 or 6 times, that once you get into the interview you can just go into your normal flow. And let's say they ask you, okay, why are you useful for this? You already have a few arguments backed up for you, so you can just say, well, blah blah blah, I use this software. But because you've written it so many times, you don't have to revise it and do that thing. You won't feel so robotic, which is one of the most annoying things in interviews, is like trying to pretend that you're someone that you're not, basically. So anyway, that's how you actually build the cover letter and CV. And you take this package, just put it as one file. So CV is the first page, the second page is the cover letter, 2-page application, put the file into the website that you set up for, so let's say the Rolls-Royce one, and hope for the best. And you should get sent back some tests to do, and you can go from there. So CV and cover letter pairing is useful because the CV will give a high level understanding of who you are, why you deserve the job. The cover letter is your first interaction with the employer, as they probably filtered through a load of CVs and then came to read a cover letter, which will basically strengthen your argument of why you deserve the job. Also, if other people haven't put this pairing on, your application seems strong already, because you've put the extra effort in to say why you're relevant, more than just a CV. So that should take you to a full application on a degree apprenticeship, and to be honest, you could probably use it for other jobs as well, because I've used that and got other jobs from it. I was successful in application of a lot of degree apprenticeships, so one at Bentley, I won't say the company that I work for, but there's others like Aviva, there's Barclays, BT, and I got through to the interview process of a lot of them, but only went to a few of them just because I was only available for those. But once you get to that interview stage, it's all about being yourself. Like, once you've done the application, the company picks you for an interview because you're good enough. In the interview, you just have to prove, okay, I'm this person. Doesn't mean you have to talk about a lot of stuff, but just be naturally yourself, and that usually gets you the job. Okay, so that's that. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe and share this video out to anyone you think would be interested. If you like some more information, just comment below and I'll try and make a video on it. So yeah, peace out.